So in the mock test today, you got 3 serious faults. Your first serious fault was just after this roundabout. You turned right, taking the third exit. Just speed up a bit. So here we're coming to the third exit. So here you can see the speed limit is 30 miles an hour. It says on the sign there. And then there was a repeat sign just there. Okay. And then on the way down here, down the hill, your speed picked up to about 34, and it continuously stayed about 34. So you see here, there's a speedometer on the sat nav or on the dash cam, for example. Here, these digital speedometers are wrong. They work off a satellite in the sky, and they do not give an accurate reading. You must follow the speedometer on the car, not on the sat nav or anywhere else. Okay, so here it says 29, but this is wrong by about 5 miles. You were doing about 34. And then I looked at your speedometer and I was waiting for you to take the speed down, but it didn't come down. So you said you were following the sat nav's speedometer, so that's a lesson learned. Don't follow that anymore. So it's because it was going downhill, and that's why it picked up too much speed. So that's a serious fault for going over the speed limit, something you'd fail for. Then immediately after that, you made a simple error, very simple error, which was a serious fault, and you'd also fail for it. Now I'm thinking it's probably because I've told you you've just made a serious fault for the speed, and that's why you lost your concentration and you made a serious mistake again. So as soon as I told you you're going over the speed limit, you're turning right here, and you just didn't give way to the oncoming car. So this oncoming car is way too close for you to turn in front of them. So I braked and stopped, and the driver offered us to turn. So that would be a serious fault. It's a very simple one, very serious fault. These humps here, they're very bad. They're broken. They really make the car creak when you go over them. Don't go over them too fast. Okay, go really slow. This is a road used quite commonly in Chingford. So if you go down this road, be careful of these humps. Now you've made a fault here where you gave the signal very late. I put it down as a minor fault. So in 300 yards, you're going to turn right. The sat nav just told you. And then on the floor, you can see there's a middle lane here to use to turn right. Just right turn just about there. Again, turn right. The sat nav said, and you're not giving your signal. And now your signals come on after you've stopped. Now, how's the driver behind meant to know what you're going to do? They don't know why you've slowed down. They haven't seen your signal blinking to tell them that you're going to slow down to turn. You haven't given a warning to the driver behind you. You've also not used the middle lane correctly. You've come to it very late. You've moved into the middle. So right now, you're in the position to go straight. You should already have used the middle lane from as soon as it opened up here. So as soon as it opened up, now you should be driving into the middle lane. You should be checking the right mirror, moving into the middle lane, giving a signal and moving to the middle lane. That way the car behind you can use this lane to go straight while you wait to turn right. So this is another mistake. Okay, now examiner could easily give this as a serious fault, but I put it down as a minor fault on this occasion. Okay, your next fault was a minor fault. You got too close to the parked cars. So here you're okay, and here you're okay, but now you're starting to get closer to the parked cars, and there's no one coming the other way. There's no need to go to the left so close to parked cars. This cream color car, I was quite worried you might hit the wing mirror of that car, and there's no car coming the other way. There's no reason you should be driving so close to these cars. Somebody could walk out behind that cream color car and cross the road. You should be driving here really, because there's no one coming the other way. After you drive here, then you move back to your left lane after the parked cars. So here you're way too close to the cream color car. Your camera probably doesn't pick up that much, but it was way too close. So I'll put that down as a minor fault. and then a little bit after that fault, you made the same mistake again here. Now here I had to brake and stop the car. Here, I just had to brake and stop the car because you were way too close to that grey colour car that we just passed. Before this white car is a grey car. There's no one coming the other way. There's no need for you to drive that close to the parked cars. You should be driving more in the centre from the parked car to the curb. But here, you should be keeping your car. Okay, there's no way you can drive fully in your lane because there's parked cars in there. So you've got to drive in the other lane until a car comes from the other direction. Then you can use a gap or something. But stay more away from the parked cars. A door could open at any time and you'd end up hitting the door because you're driving too close to it. This one I put as a serious fault because it just happened again for the second time. And this one was way closer. And as you were getting close, you were checking your right mirror and you weren't looking to your left either. So you didn't know how close you were.